What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about Deflator. A lot of people have been going on about this Deflator ability. Oh my god, it's so good. You got to have a lot of them out there. Pretty much what it does is on any non-conservative tackle, it greatly increases the fatigue of the player. Now, I've seen it actively work. I'm going to show you why I decided to take it off of my players. All right, now, in this game right here, this is a very, very key moment when EA Sports turns on the sliders. Pretty much what happens is this guy, Taylor Mays versus RG3, Roberto Griffin, right? He's going to go ahead and just run right into a Deflator. Now, I don't have a problem with the fact that he didn't fumble because I know that it plagued Madden 20, but the issue is this. If you get this opportunity, because he don't have trust, he don't have nothing activated. If you get this ability and you're wasting 2 AP in order to get these type of plays to go in your, in your favor, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. So I just want to make sure everybody understands, right? If a quarterback is not going to drop the ball, and let me go ahead and tell you this, right? When you look at this play, right, with bunch tight end is a broken formation, right? It's a formation that was created by the devil and put into Madden 21. This formation in itself causes a lot of problems because for the most part, you have to just play coverage. If you want to really bag bunch tight end, you have to play coverage. Or you can run dime 1-4-6 and blitz a couple dudes and they'll scream off the edge. But for the most part, you have to play coverage. This guy chose to just hike the ball and run up the middle of the field. And he was doing it all game. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Let me keep hit sticking him. Let me keep hit sticking him. Most of you guys, when we spoke about it in the stream, you guys are like, yo, Gmia, but what about conservative? Let me explain something to you about conservative, right? It doesn't matter that you have an opportunity to kind of, make sure that the emphasis on your ball carrier is to protect the ball. You should still be able to fumble if the right, opportunity presents itself. I.e., a quarterback going against a guy that has a Deflator ability. He gets up and starts doing jumping jacks and partying after the play. He didn't even take, bro, I think he ran the ball again right after with RG3 in the same play. This is my issue, right? Going into Madden 22, there's a lot of things that's been going on, and yes, we've all seen Madden change drastically over the years, which is why right now, a lot of the, the players that grew up playing Madden like myself, we kind of despise the game. And it's not because of, the game hasn't gotten better. The game has gotten better in certain concepts, but basic principles are not applied within the game. So as you look at this, formation, I want you guys to understand it. The bunch tight end formation is the devil's den. Right? So regardless of how you play it, I will just suggest to you, and this is just a suggestion, right? Play coverage or play dime 1-4-6 and run the cover 2 sink, contain, and send the dude off the edge. But then you're going to have another issue because if they decide to run the ball, it turns into another whole debacle. So basically what I'm showing you is this was the last straw because I've been hit sticking quarterbacks for forever and they just they will not fumble the ball. So that is a major, major issue. So for me right now, I would suggest to you guys, try to use something else. Because like I said, we got to manage with this game if you guys are going to choose to play it for another, 3 months. So we're going to have to, switch abilities. We're going to have to figure stuff out. We're going to have to do what matters the most. Because like I said, even if you uninstall the game right after your rookie premieres, you're going to still need the coins unless you're already over a certain amount of coins. Because on average, I would say each rookie premiere is going to be about 700K. So if you have I guess you have to have 7 million coins to be able to complete all 10. They're going to give you, and we don't even know if they're going to give us 10. They might give us more. I don't know. But you're going to probably, after you sell your team off, need additional coins in that regard. So what I'm trying to do is make sure everybody understands we are not playing Madden 21 for any other reason other than to prep for Madden 22. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, you're probably saying, what do you mean? This game is garbage. You're not going to really get the same feel. Madden 22 is probably going to be a different game. You're not understanding the concept, right? You're going to need coins to do some of the things that, you want that transfer over, which is rookie premieres. This is the number one thing since it's been out. The first year of rookie premieres, nobody really took it seriously. The second year, it started to get a little bit more up and running. It started to get better and better. And now look, this is where it gets really, really interesting, right? Most of you guys just leave your coins and everything the way that it is, and you wait until that release, which is probably going to be late June, early July. And you just wait and you get your rookie premieres, and you just you shut it down for Madden 22. But most of us, it keeps calling us like Pookie from New Jack. We know it's there, and it's yo, I'll just get on and play 1, and then you end up playing 2, and then before you know it, you broke another controller. it doesn't really matter about that, right? This is what you have to understand. We have to continue to kind of figure that EA is not taking abilities out of the game. And more than likely, the randomness is also not going to leave. So what I'm showing you guys right now, many of you guys, you've gotten better at the game simply because you see that if something is not working, you have to change it. Because they are intentionally doing this. Remember when RG3 first came out, you know, he was a really good card. And then all of a sudden, Tim Tebow dropped, he started selling balls everywhere. Like, you're like, yo, what the? Dude, he's throwing it up to a hot dog guy. Like, bro, it's obvious. It's like, it's no other way to make it more transparent than they can actually adjust and figure out ways to make the game random. Now, with the way that these abilities are working right now, because we have the 2 additional AP, this is where it gets really crazy. At this point right now, I'm not even sure what I want to do about Acrobizzle. And now look, this is another thing. Because Montez Sweat is a right end, you can't get him that no outsiders for 1. And this is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm looking through like, yo, why isn't it going on? He has different archetypes. Yo, what's the deal? What's happening? He's not a linebacker. So once I figured that out, I'm like, this guy might be more useless than I thought. Because at least with Charles Haley, we can do stuff with him, like, yo, give him no outsiders, whatever. Of course, he's 4 speed points slower on this team because he would be at 94 speed, I believe. You know, Rickey Jackson, 97 speed with that, you know, 99 Excel. But we have to figure out what we need to do in order to make our team better. And that's why I'm saying, like, it might make more sense to just get rid of Montez Sweat as a golden ticket and use him as the guy that comes off the edge. Like, it might just make more sense to do that because in this regard right now, I don't think it's benefiting us enough. It's just not benefiting. It just seems really, really weird. Like, our edge guys are not doing what they're supposed to do, and it's creating a lot of confusion with the way that the team is rocking. So I may end up either, see, I don't know, do I want to go Jadeveon Clowney? I don't think it really matters because he's just +1 speed. Charles Haley might just be the guy. We might just go back to Charles Haley. I might end up just rage selling Montez Sweat, just go back to Charles Haley. Because realistically speaking, I think we'll get more bang for our buck out of Charles Haley than what we're getting right now out of Montez Sweat, because the game is filled with a lot of bugs, and it's not really a bug. This is intentional, the nano detection. So it doesn't really matter how fast Montez Sweat is. He's never going to actually get to the quarterback the way that he's supposed to, because EA is going to slow him down, and he's just going to stand there and watch it happen. So we may end up we might just go back. We might just go back to using the other Montez Sweat, keeping him as the odd blitzer, and just leaving it at, you know, like that, because I do see a difference with the way that they play with you know, Bud Dupree as opposed to Montez Sweat for that loop blitz. So we might end up going back and doing that and fixing that situation. But I just want you guys to understand that, you know, the unpredictable, the edge threat, all that stuff, unless you have the right personnel based on whatever your team scheme is, nothing really matters. But I will tell you this. It's better to just keep hit sticking the player without Deflator and spread around your AP and kind of figure it out, because if your opponent is running around a conservative, which most players are, it doesn't really matter anyway. For the most part, they're not going to fumble the ball. And if they do, it's going to be randomly determined by EA Sports. So I think a lot of you guys are really wasting your AP right now, and you got to go fix it, bruh. Take it off, spread it out, do something else with it. Thank you guys and girls for watching. Until next time, one love, y'all.